Hi, Rebecca Stevens here from Workbrighter. I want to talk to you a little bit today about metadata. I watched a really interesting programme about Edward Snowden the other day, and it really got me thinking about how metadata was being used by the government, particularly looking at kind of our large kind of scale patterns of movement and where we are in location, which is really the kind of things they're looking at. And it struck me that in recruitment and development, we use metadata, or there's an opportunity to use metadata, and I've seen this more and more. One of which was one client who was using it for training needs analysis. So all their candidates for their leadership development programme all went through a personality profiling tool and had one-to-one coaching. But as part of this, they actually pulled that data together in a big kind of data set and looked at, well, what are the potential demands on the training programme or the development programme? Are there going to be a lot of demands around the strategic area? Does that seem to be a potential development area for our cohort this year? There's other ways I've seen metadata used more and more. One is job analysis. So we were looking at, for one client, what are the typical kind of patterns of personality traits and strengths that people bring to a role that are successful in a role, and we pulled together quite a large data set looking at those patterns, and that helped us inform what the recruitment process was going to include. And then also as part of this, you can look at culture and, will someone fit in the culture, or will there be a clash? And you can do that on quite a small scale, actually. I've done that with one client where, being a family firm, they were struggling to find people who fitted in with the way they work together. I think it's always a challenge in a small business. And for them, we really looked at, well, what were the commonalities between their approaches? How were they likely to behave with their clients? And therefore, could we get someone who fitted a bit closer to how they were in those particular areas, and yet complemented their gaps that they needed filling as well? So I just wanted to flag up that metadata is can be a really positive use of data, but in a much larger scale, and just kind of flag some ideas for you. Anyway, you can find out more at workbrighter.co.uk/secrets. Thank you.